નમસ્કાર, હું વરુણ શર્મા. આજના કાર્યક્રમ શ્રી રમણભાઈ પટેલ એએમએ શ્રેષ્ઠ શિક્ષક એવોર્ડ 2024માં આપ સર્વેનું હાર્દિક સ્વાગત કરું છું. આપણે સર્વે 5 સપ્ટેમ્બરે શિક્ષક દિનની ઉજવણી કરવાના છીએ, પણ એની પૂર્વે ઉજવણીના ભાગરૂપે આજના કાર્યક્રમનું આયોજન કરવામાં આવ્યું છે. મંચ ઉપર ઉપસ્થિત સર્વે મહેમાનશ્રીઓ અને સર્વે શિક્ષકોનું હું તાળીઓથી સ્વાગત કરી રહ્યો છું. દરેકના જીવનમાં શિક્ષક ખૂબ જ અમૂલ્ય ભાગરૂપ હોય છે. ડૉક્ટર એપીજે અબ્દુલ કલામને પૂછવામાં આવ્યું હતું કે તમે એક વૈજ્ઞાનિક તરીકે કામ કરવું વધારે પસંદ હતું કે રાષ્ટ્રપતિ પદે બેસીને કામ કરવું વધારે પસંદ હતું? ત્યારે એમનો જવાબ હતો કે મને એક પ્રોફેસર તરીકે, એક શિક્ષક તરીકે કામ કરવું વધારે ગમ્યું હતું. એમનું કહેવું હતું કે મને ત્યારે સૌથી વધારે ગમતું જ્યારે મારો કોઈ વિદ્યાર્થી પીએચડીની પદવી હાંસલ કરે. અલામા ઇકબાલ કે જેમને સારે જહાં સે અચ્છા હિન્દુસ્तान હમારા લખ્યું છે, એમની એક પંક્તિ છે, इल्म में भी सुरूर होता है लेकिन, इल्म એટલે શિક્ષણ, इल्म में भी सुरूर होता है लेकिन ये वो जन्नत है जिसमें हूर नहीं. શિક્ષણ એક એવી વસ્તુ છે, એ એવી જન્નત કે એવું સ્વર્ગ ઊભું કરી શકે છે જેમાં પરીઓની જરૂર નથી. કદાચ આ જ સ્વર્ગ પ્રોફેસર અબ્દુલ કલામ અનુભવ કરતા હતા અને અહીં બેઠેલા ઘણા શિક્ષકો અનુભવ કરતા હશે.
As my co-host Varun rightly said, teachers shape not just our knowledge but our lives. Today's event is a celebration of that very impact. Good evening, I am Jaldi Tripathi and I warmly welcome you all to the 100 years of Shri Ramanbhai Patel and the prestigious Shri Ramanbhai Patel AMA Shreshtha Shikshak Awards. Shri Ramanbhai Patel was a visionary educationist, entrepreneur and philanthropist whose life continues to inspire generations. This award stands as a tribute to his extraordinary contribution to society and education. It is truly an honor to be part of this event where we celebrate the spirit of teaching, learning and inspiration. Let us now begin the evening with the welcome and theme address by Dr. Sawan Godiawala, President of AMA. I request you, sir, to kindly address.
Thank you, Varun. Thank you, Jaldi. There are two microphones, one for Gujarati, one for English. I was a little confused કે કયો microphone વાપરો. એટલે I will keep on moving like this. કે હું અહીંયા અમીબેનને એડ્રેસ કરીશ, અહીંયા Mr. Shanthakumar, I'll address you maybe in English. Anyways, Gujlish, that may be a good idea. I can have the kind of collaborated microphones over here. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. Very important event, where, and we have been doing this for so many years. The Shanthakumar sir, thank you for accepting our invitation for this event. Ms. Upadhyay, Professor Upadhyay, thank you for joining us this evening. This has been, I was just inquiring, maybe since 2003, so 22 years. 22 years this award function for Shreshtha Shikshak has been happening. અને 22 વર્ષમાં ખરેખર તો હું હમણાં અમારા જ્યુરી પંડ્યા સાહેબને કહી રહ્યો હતો કે આઈ હેવ મિસ ટુડે ધીસ ટાઈમ ધ મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ થિંગ જ્યુરીની સાથે બેસવાનું. વેન વી સી ધીસ હન્ડ્રેડ્સ ઓફ ટીચર્સ હુ હેવ બીન અપ્લાઇંગ એન્ડ દેન ટેન્સ ઓફ ટીચર્સ whom we interview, the real value addition, હમણાં જ Varun said that what a professor means. When our president Abdul Kalam says that not a scientist, not a president, but a professor is what my love for as a professional is. These are phenomenal contribution to the society, phenomenal contribution to the country at large, phenomenal contribution to what is going to happen for the future of the country. અને જ્યારે આપણે જોઈએ તો આ મહેનત અને મોસ્ટ ઓફ ધ ટીચર્સ, અને અમારા માટે પંડ્યા સાહેબ છે ને, હી ઇઝ ઓલ્સો વન સચ ટીચર કે એમને જોઈએ છે તો વી ફીલ કે હી ઇઝ ઓનલી અબાઉટ ગિવિંગ. એન્ડ થેન્ક યુ સર. And teachers, you never ever feel when we are interviewing these teachers or when we meet the teachers, otherwise that they have anything in mind which is commerce. They are as if selflessly there to give, and whatever commerce little bit would be happening is happening by itself. So એટલું બધું સારું લાગે કે આ profession, it is actually such a noble profession, and we at AMA feel so happy that આ એક અવોર્ડ એએમએનો દર વર્ષે બહુ જ સારી રીતે ચાલી રહ્યો છે. બહુ સારી રીતે એના ટીચરના નોમિનેશન્સ આવે છે. a wonderful methodology to select the teachers as an awardees. And certainly we look forward to making sure that this communication happens as large, so more and more teachers participate. If at all we can become a little bit of encouragement for the teachers to do something more than what they are doing. This year is a special year. We are celebrating 100 years of Shri Ramanbhai Patel, the visionary, the Zydus group. And Pankaj Bhai continues to support us. So Pankaj Bhai has been a past president, a guide to all the presidents that we are. And he continues to say that kai par tamne kaam hoy koi bhi divas. He also understands that how important these awards, these teachers and this profession is. And he says it is a open invitation, whatever you want. So this Raman Bhaini 100th year is another good that we are today celebrating, specially after 22 years when we initiated the award also. We do this felicitation both in English and Gujarati, by English medium school, Gujarati medium school across the state. And across the state, and we literally see some teachers coming from far away, from Porbandar, Kutch, and they overnight stay somewhere and then come here next day for the interview, which will be what 15, 20, 30-minute interview. And you can imagine then they are going back. So the commitment of them also, and then they are more worried about that I have a class that I will be missing, so I will have to cope up with that also. But English medium, Gujarati medium, both across the state, and you can communicate to people at large. This award is there, and the purpose is more to recognize only. The purpose is nothing else but to recognize the teacher, and thus the process is very, very stringent that we follow, and we make sure that the shortlisting of the applications, that hundreds of them that coming, has also a process, has criteria, and then there is a formal interview that we have. So once again, thank you so much. Today we have the best of the two teachers that with us who would be giving out the awards, who would be felicitating our jury, who would be felicitating our instructors, faculties at AMA also. We recognize this also. We take an opportunity in this event every year. જ્યારે અમે અમારા AMA speakers as faculty chair, the instructors chair, we try to felicitate them also, because they have been contributing. And today we have some, I would use the word stalwarts of the teachers that we are going to be all 25 years plus of contribution to, and I would have been a student to many of them. So having said that, I will introduce today's guests, chief guest and guest of honor, and then we will hand it over to them. Then we will have, in the meantime, we will have felicitation of the jury, and then we will hear our chief guests and guest of honor, and then we'll give out the award, and we'll also felicitate our instructors at AMA. So Professor Dr. Shanthakumar, he is the director at GNLU, Gujarat National Law University. I was just telling, such a beautiful campus, sir, that you have. And certainly campus is, of course, there is a form, but the substance also is as good. The reputation, the quality, your students, and we are seeing now, I'm sure your alumni must be a powerful alumni doing wonders in the Supreme Courts of the country also. He holds additional charge as director of Gujarat Maritime Board and president at Gujarat International Maritime Arbitration Center. Over 30 years of academic experience. He has taught in institutions like Hidayatullah National Law University, alumnus of Madras University, practiced in Madras High Court for several years, and his experience is in environment law, human rights, international law, and constitutional law. He has authored 5 books, published widely in reputed journals and delivered lectures at over 30 universities. Currently represents South and West Asia at the IUCN Academy of Environment Law, chairs the Environment Law Study Group of the International Association of Law Schools, and serves on committees of Bar Council of India and Asian Development Bank. Of course, the last but not the least, recipient of awards, Environment Law Champions Development Award, Best Social Scientist Award. Wow, it's the Best Social Scientist Award. That's how, this is Indian Society of Criminology, and IP Director of the Year. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We will felicitate, sir, and then To save the time, I will introduce Madam also, and then so that we can then hand over to them for their the insightful address. Madam Professor Amiben Upadhyay has been serving as Vice Chancellor and of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, Gujarat since 2018, an accomplished academician with doctorate in English literature and additional training in naturopathy and yogic science. Wow. She is also a skilled classical dancer and a choreographer. Fabulous. We were just discussing Babasaheb and Ambedkar University campus near Vaishno Devi, but then there are 6 or 8 centers, 10 and 318 or whatever learner centers. So that's a large setup, large number of people, as I always say, that who are doing the right things and adding value to the world and the next generation. Her two decades of experience in higher education, she has contributed to national bodies like MHRD, UGC, NAC, and AIU. Under her leadership, BAOU, pardon me, I do not know the full form, but became the only state open university that we discussed in India to receive a NAC A++ accreditation. So fabulous. And UGC Category 1 autonomy, along with successful implementation of NEP 2020. Recipient of several awards, Honorary Fellowship of Commonwealth of Learning, Canada, and Lifetime Achievement Award, AIPC. She has introduced many innovative programs, 30+ publications, and hundreds of talks worldwide. Thank you, Madam, once again for joining us today. We are honored to have you, and we would certainly like to do as AMA whatever, if at all, we can add value at both the institutions, or pick your brains, get your knowledge also to come to AMA, howsoever. That would be a pleasure for us at AMA. Over to you, Varun. તમને સોંપું છું અને I'm handing over to you.
Thank you so much, Sawan sir, for introducing our esteemed guest and setting the tone of this evening. So for an award of this prestige, the role of jury becomes very important. Their judgment, fairness, and experience helps us to ensure that the only most deserving teachers are awarded. We sincerely thank them for their valuable support in this program. So this year, we received over 120 applications from across Gujarat, stretching from Valsad to Kutch, Aravali to Devbhoomi Dwarka. After careful screening and 25 personal interviews, the jury finalized 2 winners, representing both Gujarati and English medium schools. Now I would like to extend my gratitude by inviting our jury member, Mr. Narendra Pandya, a language trainer at AMA for over 25 years of experience. He has been actively engaged in training teachers and students while also coordinating municipal schools programs at AMA. I request you, sir, to join us on the stage, please. I would request Professor Sanjeevi Shanthakumar to kindly present the memento. Now our jury member, Mr. Chaitanya Bhatt, a Gandhian educator from Deduki, has built a model school rooted in values, community, and creativity, earning global recognition, including from Sweden. Though he could not join us in person today, we are privileged to celebrate his inspiring work. A huge round of applause for him as well. Dr. Pratiksha Parikh, educationist and former principal with over 25 years of leadership in counseling, child psychology, and transformative academic practices. I would invite you on the stage, ma'am. I would request Ami ma'am to please present the memento.
જ્યુરીના તમામ સભ્યોનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. હું જોઈ શકું છું કે જ્યુરીના બંને સભ્યોના મોઢા ઉપર હજી પણ સ્માઇલ છે. એટલે 120 નામાંકન અને 25 પર્સનલ ઇન્ટરવ્યૂ, એના પછી પણ કંઈ એવું દેખાતું નથી કે એમને આ વસ્તુ નહીં ગમી હોય. તો સર, એના માટે ફરીથી એક વાત આપનો ધન્યવાદ. હવે કાર્યક્રમને આગળ વધારીએ. આપણે જે શિક્ષકોનું સન્માન કરવાના છીએ તેમના ખાસને અને ખાસ તો તેમના શિક્ષણના પ્રયોગો અને અનુભવોને કઈ રીતે એ લોકો એમના બાળકો સુધી, એમના વિદ્યાર્થીઓ સુધી પહોંચાડે છે એ જાણીશું. અને એના માટે AMAના સાથી મિત્રો દ્વારા તૈયાર કરેલી એક ખાસ ડોક્યુમેન્ટરી નિહાળીશું.
गुरु कुम्हार शिष्य कुंभ है, गढ़ी गढ़ी काढ़ई खोट, अंतर हाथ सहार दई, बाहर बाहई चोट. In every corner of our country, there are heroes who wear no medals, who fights no battles on field of war. And yet, they fight every single day against ignorance, against limitations, against the fear of failure. They are called our teachers. A teacher's story is not just written in classrooms. It is written in the laughter of children, learning without fear, and in the dreams of students who discover their wings. Today, we bring you the journey of two such teachers, two schools, two worlds, separated by circumstances, yet united by one calling to shape the future of children. At Thaltej, we have a modest government school, but step into the classroom and you will witness something powerful. For 36 years, Mr. Maheshkumar Thakkar has transformed the school into the place of possibility.
જ્યારથી હું આ શાળામાં આવ્યો ત્યારથી મારા દિમાગમાં સતત એવું ચાલતું હતું કે આ શાળાને એવી બનાવીએ કે અહીં ભણેલું બાળક આમ કોલર ઊંચો કરીને સમાજમાં કહી શકે કે હું સરકારી શાળામાં ભણ્યો છું અને મને ગૌરવ છે. આ સમાજની અંદર, આ શાળાની અંદર જે બાળકો છે એ પ્રત્યેક બાળકમાં કોઈક એવી ક્વોલિટી છુપાયેલી છે કે જે એને બીજા કરતાં અલગ પાડે છે. માત્ર શિક્ષક તરીકે અમારે કામ કરવાનું એ હોય છે કે એનામાં કઈ ક્વોલિટી છે એને શોધી કાઢવી અને એ શોધવામાં એને મદદરૂપ થવું.
On the dusty football fields of his town, he has trained boys and girls who went on to play for district, national and even international levels.
દરેકે બાળકોની અંદરની એક ક્વોલિટીના આધારે અમે એને પ્લેટફોર્મ આપતા ગયા. તો આજે અમે એટલું કહી શકીએ કે અમારી સતત 11 વર્ષની સાધનાને લઈને અમારી 16 છોકરીઓ અત્યારે ફૂટબોલની અંદર ઇન્ટરનેશનલ રમી રહી છે.
Children who once thought football was only a game discovered it could become their identity, their pride and their future too. Let's hear how his students describe the difference he has made in their lives.
સર અમને બધી જ પ્રવૃત્તિઓ કરાવે છે, ત્યાંથી અમને ઘણું બધું શીખવા મળે. સર અમને મોટિવેટ કરે છે.
હું અને અમારા સર સાયન્સ સિટી જોવા ગયા હતા, ત્યાં અમે ફિશ એક્વેરિયમ જોયું હતું.
મને મારા સર જાપાનીઝ ટૂર સાથે સાબરમતી આશ્રમ અને અડાલતની વાવ જોવા લઈ ગયા હતા. ત્યાં મેં જાપાનીઝ ફેમિલીને સાબરમતી આશ્રમ વિશે થોડું ઘણું સમજાવ્યું હતું.
5મી જૂને અમે વૃક્ષારોપણ કર્યું તો અમને ખૂબ આનંદ થયો હતો.
સર અમારા માટે ભગવાન બરાબર છે.
લગભગ એવું કહી શકું કે બાળકોનો એટલો પ્રેમ મળે છે કે એનું કોઈ શબ્દમાં વર્ણન ન થઈ શકે.
But his vision extends far beyond sports. He sees a child with a spark for science and guides them towards discovery. He notices talent in the quiet artist, the eager scout, the spirited performer, and ensures they find the stage and the encouragement they deserve. He believes every child carries a hidden spark, whether in laboratories or in the field. Let's hear from his colleagues who have witnessed this journey up close.
મહેશભાઈ શાળામાં ઘણી બધી પ્રવૃત્તિ કરાવે છે, જેમ કે સ્કાઉટ ગાઈડ છે, ફૂટબોલ છે, વિક્રમ સારાભાઈ કોમ્યુનિટી સાયન્સ સેન્ટરમાં બાળકોને ભણવા જાય છે. એવી બધી પ્રવૃત્તિથી બાળકોમાં ઉત્સાહ વધ્યો છે. શાળા મેદાન નથી છતાં પણ શાળાની વિદ્યાર્થીઓ નેશનલ કક્ષા, આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય કક્ષા સુધી રમે છે.
મહેશ સ્વામીનો સ્વભાવ એવો છે કે હંમેશા બાળક હોય કે શિક્ષક હોય કોઈ પણની મદદ કરવા માટે એ તૈયાર જ હોય છે. પછી એ ગમે તે સમય હોય, સ્કૂલ સમય પહેલાં હોય કે સ્કૂલ સમય પછી હોય, કોઈ પણ બાળકના ફેમિલીનું કોઈ મેટર હોય તો પણ એ હાજર રહી અને બાળકને મદદ કરવા પ્રયત્ન કરતા હોય છે. મહેશભાઈ એ બાળ કેન્દ્રીય શિક્ષક તરીકે આપણે એમને સમજાવી શકીએ કે એમનું કોઈ પણ કામ હોય તો એ બાળકને કેન્દ્રમાં રાખીને જ કામ કરે છે એવું હું કહી શકું.
મહેશ સનામાં લીડરશિપ ક્વોલિટી સારી છે.
કર્મનિષ્ઠ કહી શકું એમને હું, કેમ કે એમને ક્યારે પણ કામથી કદી ચોરી કરી નથી. જ્યારે પણ એમને કોઈ પણ બહારનું કામ કીધું હોય તો પણ એ અહીંયા અહીંનું છે કે બહારનું છે, બાળકોના ઘરે સુધી પહોંચીને પણ એ એનું કામ પતાવી આપે છે. એક હું તમને શેર કરવા માંગીશ કે મારા ક્લાસમાં એક છોકરી છે જેને જન્મનો દાખલો નથી, તો એના કારણે એનું આધાર કાર્ડ નથી નીકળતું, તો મહેશભાઈ એના મૂળ સુધી પહોંચીને એને શું તકલીફ છે એ પણ જાણી લાયા, એની મમ્મી સાથે વાત કરી અને એનું જન્મનું પ્રમાણપત્ર પણ એમને કઢાવી આપ્યું. એટલે કર્મનિષ્ઠ હું કહી શકું એમને.
Yet what makes him extraordinary is not just what he does in school, but what he does outside it. Supported by his school, he has built not just classroom, but a family. And now, the principal of the school shares her reflection on Mr. Thakkar's impact.
મહેશભાઈ અમારી શાળાના સિનિયર શિક્ષક છે. તેઓ ખૂબ જ સામાજિક છે અને બાળકો માટે ખૂબ લાગણીશીલ છે અને બાળકોનું કોઈ પણ કામ હોય તો તે તાત્કાલિક શાળામાં ભણાવવા સિવાય પણ કોઈ પણ પ્રકારનું વ્યક્તિગત બાળકનું કામ હોય તો તેઓ હંમેશા તત્પર રહે છે. તેમને આ શાળામાં આવ્યા પછી બાળકોની એક સ્કાઉટ ગાઈડની ટીમ તૈયાર કરી છે. મહેશભાઈ એક ગ્લોબલ કનેક્ટેડ પર્સન છે.
And now, still in Thaltej, but we step into another school, a different setting, a different story, yet guided by the same passion for children and their future. In Ahmedabad, inside a lively classroom filled with ideas, Ms. Nidhi Trivedi is quietly building a legacy of innovation and care.
Hi, my name is Nidhi Trivedi and I am associated with ZEBAR since 2018 and I am having teaching experience of 11 years. In ZEBAR, the journey is very nice and with lots of ups and downs. I have seen online transition. I have already guided some of the teachers when I was as a computer teacher, and then I have shifted to secondary section and I am responsible to take artificial intelligence as a subject in grade 9th and 10th. Every day students are asking something to teachers which are very different from the regular days, and the curiosity which I see in their eyes, that makes me happy, and whenever I answer them it makes me feel really very happy that I am able to solve their doubts and queries.
Let's hear how her students describe the difference she has made in their lives.
The one special memory which I have had with Nidhi ma'am in her class is when she was teaching me new lines of codes in JavaScript and Python when I was working on my project named Ultra. Thank you.
I remember an incident when we were working on our project for Entrepedia. When we had to go on the stage before that, I was extremely nervous. I was shivering at that time. Nidhi ma'am offered her unwavering support. She supported me so much. She helped me gain back my confidence, and that was the result I ultimately rocked on the stage.
I love the way that Miss Nidhi ma'am teaches us AI. She just doesn't read from the PPT and textbook, but rather explains us everything with real life examples.
Nidhi ma'am is possibly the best teacher one could get for AI. As AI was introduced to us for the first time in 9th standard, it was really important for us to feel connected to the subject. And Nidhi ma'am made sure that we enjoy learning the subject.
Encouraging.
Supportive.
Motivating. Miss Nidhi ma'am is a teacher who is supportive, motivating, encouraging and always available for our queries.
Her classroom is not a room with walls. It is a space of trust, creativity and possibility.
Some of the projects which we have assigned our students are Marine Minds, which is associated with the Life Below Water Sustainable Development Goal. Next is AI Cataract Detection System, which is associated with good health and well-being. The next one is the ARM-X project, which we have recently sent to one of the competition, Vivo Ignite, and nationally our student got 2nd rank and we got the 6 lakhs of cash prize. That project was basically meant to assist one hand paralysis people and it was used for rehabilitation. The next project which we have assigned to our student is agroized, which is basically meant to help the farmers, and it is also associated with the industry innovation and infrastructure SDG goal.
Her colleagues too have seen how she transforms teaching into mission of meaning. Let's listen to their thoughts.
I know Nidhi ma'am as a visionary person. She consistently integrates real world applications into teaching. She has been a mentor to the students for during the competitions, as well as a guiding force to the teachers also.
निधि मैम के लिए ये भी कहा जा सकता है कि स्टूडेंट्स, टीचर्स, एवरी स्टाफ मेंबर बहुत कंफर्टेबल है उनके साथ. शी इज़ वेरी अप्रोचेबल.
She has catered 2 or 3 students in a group, and those students have got the national recognition and won 6 lakh rupees, and they went to IIT Delhi. So again, that is a remarkable achievement for our school.
And now the school principal shares how Ms. Trivedi's vision has enriched the institution as a whole.
Hello, this is Millie Bhattacharya from ZEBAR School for Children. It gives me immense pleasure today, as the principal of this school, to talk about one of our most talented and dedicated educator, Miss Nidhi Trivedi. What I observed about Nidhi is that she is immensely patient, compassionate, and for her, she doesn't work as per the school timing. If a work is assigned to her, she makes it sure that things are completed before she leaves the school campus. With students, she's not only very empathetic, but being a teacher related to technology, she has always strived to make them realize the importance of technology in contributing to society.
Nidhi ma'am is a luminary in the realm of artificial intelligence. She helps students navigate the complex world of technology and innovation. She enters each day, every classroom or every room with her infectious smile and brightens up the entire space. Nidhi ma'am poses real life problems in front of students. She inspires and motivates them to question, to create, to think, and contribute positively towards the society.
2 teachers, 2 schools, 2 very different realities. Mr. Maheshkumar Thakkar and Ms. Nidhi Trivedi remind us that education is not only about marks, but about meaning. Not only about success, but about strength. Not only about classrooms, but about life itself. This year, as we celebrate 100 years of Shri Ramanbhai Patel, we also celebrate his vision, the belief that teachers are the true architects of society. Since 2003, the Ramanbhai Patel AMA Shreshtha Shikshak Award has been our way for honoring that vision, recognizing outstanding teachers across Gujarat. At AMA, our commitment to education goes beyond recognition. Through continuing education for teachers, we focus on enhancing teaching skills and ensuring educators remain updated with the latest knowledge. For it is teachers who light the path. Through them, generations walk towards a brighter tomorrow. Wish you all a happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you to everyone who participated in this documentary and to the AMA team for curating it so beautifully. A special thanks also goes to the school administrations, teachers and principals who not only supported but also encouraged their colleagues and peers to come forward and participate.
હવે હું ગેસ્ટ ઓફ ઓનર પ્રોફેસર અમી ઉપાધ્યાયને કે જેઓ બાબાસાહેબ આંબેડકર સ્ટેટ ઓપન યુનિવર્સિટી ગુજરાતમાં વાઇસ ચાન્સલર તરીકેની સેવા બજાવે છે તેમને આજના વિષય વિશે સંબોધન કરે એવી વિનંતી કરું છું.
It's really a matter of pleasure and privilege to be a part of such event, and the celebration, which is very close to my heart being a teacher, because at the end of the day, Vice Chancellor and Director ને આ બધા લટકણિયા હોય છે, જે માયલું જે ચમકે છે એ શિક્ષકપણું છે. અહીં ઉપસ્થિત આદરણીય ડૉક્ટર ઉદયવાલા, પ્રોફેસર શાંતનુકુમારજી, દીક્ષિતજી, ઉપસ્થિત સર્વ જ્યુરી મેમ્બર્સ અને અદ્ભુત શિક્ષકો જેને આજે જુદા જુદા ક્ષેત્રમાં અવોર્ડ્સ મળવાના છે. જ્યારે હું પણ ટ્રાવેલ કરતી હોઉં ત્યારે જેમ કીધું ત્યારે સમવન આસ્ક્સ મી વોટ આર યુ ડુઈંગ એમ, તો આઈ ઓલવેઝ સે આઈ એમ અ ટીચર. I don't say I'm a professor. I always say I'm a teacher. કારણ કે મને ખબર છે when I say I'm a vice chancellor and what they will talk about, and when I say I'm a teacher or a professor and what they'll talk about, I know what would be the content exactly. And I'm more interested if someone is really going to talk to me, if they communicate to me with a thrust area where he or she is communicating to a teacher, I think I would prefer that more. And somewhere I feel when an administrator in teaching, academician in teaching succeeds somewhere, that is sign of true teacher within. Otherwise, the person would always fail. રમેશ પારેખની એક કવિતાની પંક્તિ જે હૃદયની ખૂબ નજીક છે તેનાથી મારી વાત શરૂ કરું. બીજા કશાય રંગની તને લગી રે ખબર જો હોત, બીજા કશાય રંગની તને લગી રે ખબર જો હોત, તું પણ વણે છે વસ્ત્ર, તું પણ કબીર હોત. અનફોર્ચ્યુનેટલી બધા વસ્ત્ર વણનારા કબીર નથી થતા. એ યાત્રા કબીરપણા માટેની છે. એવી જ રીતે જ્યારે હું વાંચતી હતી રમણભાઈ પટેલ AMA શ્રેષ્ઠ શિક્ષક અવોર્ડ્સ, પંડ્યા સાહેબ આપ જેવાને જોઉં ત્યારે વિચાર આવે કે જે શ્રેષ્ઠ નથી શિક્ષક બની શકે, અને જે શિક્ષક છે એ શ્રેષ્ઠ હોયા વગર શિક્ષક કઈ રીતે થાય? જે શિક્ષક બને છે એ આપોઆપ શ્રેષ્ઠત્વનું પ્રમાણ છે. અને એટલા માટે a simple piece of paper appointment order unfortunately does not make anyone teacher. દરેક વસ્ત્ર વણનારા કબીર થતા નથી, પણ દરેક શિક્ષકે યાદ તો રાખવાનું છે કે આ યાત્રા છે એ કબીરપણા માટેની છે, અને આપણું ગંતવ્ય સ્થાન એ કબીરત્વ હોવું જોઈએ. અને જ્યારે કબીરત્વને પામીએ ત્યારે બધું ઠાલું લાગે, બાહ્ય બધું ખાલી ખાલી લાગે, જે છે અંદર ભરચક હોવું જોઈએ. નો ફોર્ચ્યુનેટલી આઈ એમ અ ડોટર ઓફ અ ટીચર. મારી માતાએ દક્ષિણામૂર્તિ સ્કૂલમાં ગીજુભાઈ બધેકા મુછાળી માની સંસ્થામાં 27 વર્ષ નોકરી કરી. એટલે આમ જુઓ તો હું મુછાળી માની નાનું સંતાન છું, કારણ કે ઘરે મારી મા અને ત્યાં આગળ એ જ એવા શિક્ષકો. વોટ વુડ બી ધ સિલેબસ એઝ અ ચાઇલ્ડ? આઈ ડુ રિમેમ્બર કે દક્ષિણામૂર્તિની ટેકરીએ જવાનું, ઝાડ ઉપર ચડવાનું, રાત્રિ રોકાણ કરવાનું, સમૂહ ભોજન બનાવવાનું, આ બધા સિલેબસ હતા મારા શીખવાનું. સો વોટ વી હેવ બીન ટોટ સિન્સ આર ચાઇલ્ડહુડ ઇઝ દેર ઇઝ નોટ ધી ટીચર, there are teachers around. One has to keep the eyes open. The moment a teacher realizes this fact, he or she comes out of that fragile ego of a teacher, which is very, very important. When I was, તમારા બંને શિક્ષકોને આજે જે મળે છે અવોર્ડ્સ અને તમારું કાર્ય હું જોઈ રહી હતી, I'm reminded years back I read about an incident, an anecdote, which is, I think, Reader's Digest. As a school-going, college-going students, we used to read. Reader's Digest. For the first time I read this incident there. એક સુંદર વાત છે. અમેરિકામાં યુએસની વન ઓફ ધ મોસ્ટ ફેમસ આઈસ્ક્રીમ કંપનીઝ, એમાં એનું જે બ્લૂબેરી આઈસ્ક્રીમ very famous, and Jimmy Woolmer and our CEO, that ice cream became very, very, very famous across the globe. And then he was invited everywhere to address the corporates, to business people and everybody કે તમે આવીને ટ્રેન કરો. And once he was invited in the group of teachers, ઘણા બધા શિક્ષકો હતા, અને એને તમે આવીને અમારા શિક્ષકોને ટ્રેન કરો એની માટે બોલાવ્યા. And with that same arrogance of a successful business person, he started addressing the, તમારી જગ્યા હું બેઠો હું તમારી જેમ કામ કરું તો નિષ્ફળ થાય, આમ તો કોઈ કામ કરવાનું હોય, it should be like this, it should be, I started him. And then one of the teachers teacher of English. I think everywhere the English teachers are rebellious. So she raised her hand and she asked, "Excuse me, I have a question." ઠક્કર સાહેબ તમારું ખાસ જોતી હતી ત્યારે મને આ વસ્તુ યાદ આવી જોતા જોતા એ કે યોર આઈસ્ક્રીમ ઇઝ બેસ્ટ A++ ક્વોલિટી ઓકે એન્ડ બ્લૂબેરીઝ A++ blueberries best no compromise. Okay, when you are standing at a dockyard and you receive a little inferior quality of blueberry, not A++, maybe A++, no, where we send them back. We don't accept. And then the teacher said, we accept all blueberries. Be it be poor, be it be rich, be it be children of single parent, we accept all blueberries. And that's why, sir, you rightly mentioned it is a wonderful profession. It is a noble profession. It is not a business. And that's why, unfortunately, whenever I see the advertisement of institute with 100% placement, this is Bharata. In Bharata, Vidya should be first, Muktakari. J. Krishnamurti has said that true education liberates oneself. So the education should be Muktakari. હવે અધ્યાપક કે શિક્ષક પોતે મુક્ત નથી અંદરથી. એ જો પોતે becomingની rat raceમાં છે rather than being. The true teacher teaches you to celebrate being, not becoming. બીજું યુક્ત કરી, મુક્ત કરી પછી યુક્ત કરી, યોગ્ય બનાવે છે. To make one appropriate. Honestly tell me that I'm a vice chancellor. Ask any CEO of the company, ask any husband, daughter, boss. Would they prefer any dishonest husband, wife, mother, daughter, or maybe employee? No. Values are very, very important. So one cannot say that here he is appropriate, but there in that role he is not. So everyone should be yuktakari. The true teacher makes one yuktakari. And third comes arthakari. That's about placement. I think wonderful teachers like you realizes this very important. I'm reminded of one incident, Shantanuji, when I started my career as a classical dancer. I've learned from Guru Shishya Parampara. So I do remember, my teacher, when in 2003, in Indian classical dance, new concept, new syllabus of B.Ed was introduced from Akhil Bharatiya Gandhara Mahavidyalaya. And from Gujarat, I was the only one who went there and got trained. Then my teacher told that, Ami, you have to come and Upadhyay Dharamshibhai Shah from Bhavnagar is my, no more, but my Kala Guru. Then I learned from Birju Maharaj ji, Sashwati Sen ji, Rajkumar Kanhada ji, Prof. Puru Dadi ji, I learned from them. But I do remember 90+, my guru would sit morning 10 to 4:30 full day when I had gone to teach. He said, I want to learn and without support. मैं कहूँ गुरुजी हूँ तो नहीं अमी मारे शिखूँ आज हूँ विद्यार्थी तरीके बैठो छू. I think true teacher sets the example by simply being, not teaching or preaching. In my starting career, I was invited as a judge in one of the events. અને મારી સાથે બહુ સિનિયર, હું તો હજી મારી સ્ટાર્ટિંગની કરિયર હતી, મારી સાથે બહુ સિનિયર જેણે મેનેજમેન્ટના ફિલ્ડમાં વન્ડર્સ ક્રિએટ કર્યા એવી પેનલ હતી જજીસની, જ્યુરીની. અને વિદ્યાર્થીઓને ક્વિઝ કરે, સવાલના જવાબ. એમાં એક જણે એવો સવાલ કર્યો કે તમારે કોઈ ડિસિશન લેવાનું છે આ પરિસ્થિતિમાં. આઈ એમ ટોકિંગ અબાઉટ આઈ થિંક ઇન 2000 or 2001. તમારે આમાં નિર્ણય લેવાનો છે તો તમે આ એથિકલ તમે નિર્ણય લો તો આ થાય છે, અને અનએથિકલ લો તો તમારી ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનને ફાયદો થાય છે, તો તમે શું કરશો? ઓલાએ થોડું વિચારી અને આણે તરત કીધું કે જવાબ આપ્યો. પછી હી વોઝ વેરી સિનિયર જજ તરીકે ક્ષેત્રમાં ખૂબ કામ કર્યું હતું. પછી એને સંબોધન કરવા તમે તમારા રિસ્પોન્સીસ આપો. એટલે એમ કહે છે કે તમારી સંસ્થા માટે તમારે નિર્ણય તમારે ફાયદાકારક, ભલે અનએથિકલ છે પણ તમારે એના ફેવરમાં, તમને એટલા માટે તમારી બધા જવાબો સાચા હતા, પણ આમાં તમને એટલા માટે પ્રાઇઝ નથી આપવામાં આવતું કારણ કે તમે અનએથિકલ નિર્ણય લઈશ એવું બોલતા તમે વિચાર કર્યો. એ તમારે સમય લેવાનો નહોતો. I felt so bad. I think 2000 or 2001, I humbly stood up and I said કે શૈક્ષણિક સંકુલમાં જો તમારે વિદ્યાર્થીઓને એમ કહેવું પડે કે હું અનએથિકલ મૂલ્ય વગરનો એની વિરુદ્ધ જઈને કોઈ નિર્ણય લઈશ, એ વિચાર એવું બોલવા માટે તમે વિચાર કર્યો ને એવું નહીં, તમારે ફટાકે કહી દેવું જોઈએ કે સંસ્થાના હિતમાં તો હું ગમે એવી વેલ્યુઝ એક બાજુ મૂકી દઉં, મારી કંપનીના. મેં કીધું આજ પછી અહીંયા તો હું જજ તરીકે નહીં આવું, હું તમને વિનંતી કરું છું ભવિષ્યમાં કોઈ સાચા શિક્ષકને નહીં બોલાવતા. In front of that whole mass I had to say so. I think this is very, very important. આ બહુ મહત્ત્વની વસ્તુ છે. ટીચર્સ, આજે તમારું બધાનું સાંભળતી હતી ત્યારે કે આજે મને યાદ છે કે હું એક વિદ્યાર્થીની તરીકે મેં મારી માતાને મારી બહેનને ગુમાવી. મારી માતા પોતે એક શિક્ષક એટલે એને આખું મને બહુ એણે સરસ રીતે હેન્ડલ કરી. પણ મારા એક શિક્ષક હતા ગુજરાતીના, મારે ક્લાસમાં હું ભણું, મારી કરતાં 2 વર્ષ મોટી બહેન અને 9મા ધોરણમાં હું. મારા શિક્ષકે બાજુમાં બોલાવી અને મારી બહેનની વાતો ખૂબ કરી. હું રોઈ, શિક્ષક રોયા 1-1.5 કલાક. પછી મારું ભણવામાં મન લાગવા માંડ્યું. મને આજે શિક્ષક યાદ છે કારણ કે એને ખબર હતી કે કેથાર્સિસ વિદ્યાર્થીને મારે ખાલી ગુજરાતી અંગ્રેજી વિષય નથી ભણાવવાના, મારે જીવનના પાઠ. અને ત્યારે મને મારી યાત્રા જે શિક્ષકની કેવી હોવી જોઈએ તો મને એ યાદ આવે. અંગ્રેજીની પ્રોફેસર છું, પણ એક પ્રામાણિકપણે એક વસ્તુ કન્ફેસ અહીંયા કરીશ કે 8th સ્ટાન્ડર્ડમાં અમારે ટેસ્ટ લેવા, તેનું ક્યારેક દક્ષિણામૂર્તિનું કલ્ચરમાં તે એક બહુ સરસ મુક્તિનો કન્સેપ્ટ છે. તો અંગ્રેજીમાં 13 માર્કે પાસ થઈએ, 13 માર્ક્સ ઇઝ અ પાસિંગ માર્ક. અને મને 12th 1 માર્ક માટે ફેલ કર્યો. વિક્રમભાઈ ભટ્ટ બહુ સરસ, અમારા ખૂબ સરસ શિક્ષક હતા દક્ષિણામૂર્તિમાં. પછી મને બોલાવીને કીધું અહીંયા આવો, જો બેટા બધા જેવા પેપર ચેક કરું ને તો તમે પાસ થઈ જાઓ છો, પણ આ તમારું કેલિબર નથી એ મને ખબર છે, એટલે મેં 1 માર્ક માટે તમને રાખી દીધા છે. એટલું બહુ સરસ રીતે મને સમજાવીને કીધું એણે. હવે જ્યારે તમે મહેનત કરવા બેસો ને ત્યાં 1 માર્ક યાદ રાખજો. તમારે બીજા પેપરને ધ્યાનમાં રાખીને વોટ કેલિબર ડુ યુ હેવ ટુ કીપ દેટ ઇન માઇન્ડ. એન્ડ ટુડે આઈ એમ હિયર, MA, MPhil, PhD English professor. So somewhere the teachers touch eternity. એ તમારામાં આપણામાં રહેલી શાશ્વતતાને સ્પર્શે છે. આજના દિવસે પહેલા દિવસે કથક શીખવા મારી પાસે કોઈ આવે ત્યારે મારે પહેલો કથકનો બેઝિક જે સ્ટેપ છે એમાં હાથ આમ આવે છે અને બીજો હાથ આ છે. ધીસ ઇઝ બેઝિક થાટ. અને ત્યારે હું બધાને એક વસ્તુ શીખવું છું કે તમે આગળ જાઓ, બહુ સફળ કલાકાર થાઓ, ગુરુ થાઓ, ખૂબ પૈસા કમાઓ, બધું. કલાનો જે મર્મ અંદર છે એ છે કે આ તમને દુનિયા સાથે જોડે છે અને આ તમને ઈશ્વર સાથે જોડે છે. The moment this connection is lost, this will become futile. ટાગોરને કોઈએ જઈને કીધું કે તમે અહીંયા ભણાવો છો અને ઓલો છોકરો ત્યાં ઝાડ ઉપર ચડીને, હું શાંતિ નિકેતન ગયેલી છું, હું રહેલી છું, મને ખ્યાલ છે, ત્યાં જઈને ઓલો છોકરો ઝાડ ઉપર સમય બગાડે છે અને ટાગોર કહે છે કે પહેલાં તો હું ભણાવું છું એ મને સમજાતું નથી, એ ત્યાં બેઠો બેઠો સમય બગાડે છે એ મને સમજાતું નથી. તમારી શિક્ષણની સંકલ્પના અને મારી શિક્ષણની સંકલ્પના જુદી છે. એ શાંતિ નિકેતન જ્યાં અમૃતલાલ વેગડા કે પછી નંદલાલ બોઝ વાત કરે અને કહે કે પોતાના એક શિક્ષક પોતાના વિદ્યાર્થીને આશીર્વાદ આપે છે કે તારું જીવન સફળ ન જજો. આઈ રિપીટ, તારું જીવન સફળ ન જજો, તારું જીવન સાર્થક જજો. The true teacher teaches the difference between the worldly success and that sarthakta, the worthiness of a life, the worthiness of the life. I very strongly believe કે જ્યારે ઈશ્વર સામે જઈએ ત્યારે જે શિક્ષક ઈશ્વરની આંખમાં આંખ નાખીને કહી શકે જો તે જીવન આપ્યું. નો મેની ટાઈમ્સ ઇટ હેપન્સ. આઈ ડુ રિમેમ્બર, હું ઘણી વખત મારા વિદ્યાર્થીઓને કહું કે એઝ અ ચાઇલ્ડ વેન માય મધર યુઝ ટુ સેન્ડ મી ટુ પ્રોવિઝન સ્ટોર, શી વુડ ગીવ મી 100 રૂપીઝ અને 15 રૂપિયાનો સામો આવ્યો ને 12 રૂપિયાનું આવ્યું ને 13 રૂપિયાનું. વી હેવ ટુ રિટર્ન જો 100 રૂપિયામાં માતા પિતા હિસાબ માંગે તો ઈશ્વર આખી જિંદગી આપી છે તો હિસાબ માંગશે ને. ઈશ્વરની આંખમાં આંખ નાખી એક શિક્ષક તરીકે આપણે બધા કહી શકીએ તે આપેલો સમય, ક્ષણ, તાકાત, સામર્થ્ય, સંભાવના ક્યાંય એળે નથી ગયો. તારું સવાયું કરીને તને પાછું આપીએ અને એ જ્યારે આપીએ, આઈ થિંક દેટ્સ અ બ્યુટિફુલ લાઈફ. And the journey of a teacher starts with Mata Prathamo Guru. And I think the teacher is, the doctor, the teacher, they never get retired. They never get retired. They are teachers always within. I'm so thankful for making me part of this wonderful event. And I think AMA and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, because under recognizing prior learning, we've been creating miracles, a lot of things we have been doing. So all the possible that in future, AMA and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, we can work together and we can create miracles together. I really congratulate મારા હૃદયના ખૂબ ઊંડાણથી હું બધા શિક્ષકોને જેને અવોર્ડ્સ મળ્યા છે નથી મળ્યા પણ એ શિક્ષકત્વને રોજબરોજ જે ઉજાગર કરતા રહે છે તેવા સૌને હૃદયથી અભિનંદન અને હૃદયથી આભાર. થેન્ક યુ સો મચ.
Thank you so much, Ami ma'am. The way you highlighted what it is to be a true teacher truly resonated with all of us. So now it is my honor to invite our chief guest, Professor Sanjeevi Shanthakumar, Director of Gujarat National Law University and Provost in charge of Gujarat Maritime University, to address the gathering.
I will use the English mic. Honorable President of AMA, Dr. Savan Godiwala, my sister Vice Chancellor, Professor Amy Upadhyay, the office bearers adorning this Ahmedabad Management Association, the distinguished jury who are responsible for identifying those two beautiful teachers who are to be decorated today, and the two distinguished AMA Shreshtha Shikshak Awardees, Mr. Maheshkumar Thakkar and Ms. Nidhi Trivedi. All the distinguished guests who are present here today, wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day. And thanks to Ahmedabad Management Association for starting the celebration of Teachers' Day 2 days in advance. And I must, first of all, appreciate the vision of AMA to continuously, I am told that this is the 22nd year of this function, which is being organized in honor of Shri Ramanbhai Patel. So thanks to that visionary who had conceived this idea of recognizing teachers. So when we recognize teachers, as I think we should first recognize our first teacher, our own mother, who taught us everything, from speaking to walking to standing up to sitting down. When we fall down, she was the first one to tell us, wake up. You will be able to walk a day. So from my mother to the father, and then to my wife, who delivers free lectures every day, to my children who teach me everything. Anything that goes wrong with this, they come to my rescue. Thanks to nature for teaching us a lot of things. And thanks to all the wonderful teachers who helped me to be a good teacher. As Madam rightly said, first we are a teacher first. And academic administration needs a teacher to run a university. So otherwise, You can give it to an IAS officer or a police officer. They can maintain good discipline on campus. But then teachers' role is quite different in mentoring because we provide a holistic support. We could see the videos made on the distinguished awardees today, both of them. One common characteristics with both the teachers, what I could observe from the video was that they were available to their students even outside their classrooms. They were mentoring them not only in their subject what they are supposed to teach, but on everything else that what they need to learn in their life. This really makes a good teacher a great teacher. But there are challenges now. The biggest challenge now is not treating teaching profession as a noble profession anymore. People are considering it as a job, as a 9-to-5 job. That's a big challenge that as academic administrators, when we sit on interview boards to select teachers, we don't see the zeal, the fire in them to be a teacher, the characteristics that is required to be called as a teacher. That is, currently it's on the decline, though I am optimist. I know that things will change, but that is a big challenge that something we all should collectively think about it. One parent met me and he said, Madam was talking about giving 1 mark to a student. Similarly, a parent came and met me with a request. Sir, he is just failing by a mark, my son. Use your powers to give him grace mark so that he will clear. I said, see, he might clear that subject or he might get a degree, but then do you think that will make him a successful lawyer or a judge? Because I belong to the legal fraternity. I said, do you think that 1 mark will help him to be a great lawyer or a judge? He said, no, sir, इतना बड़ा ambition नहीं है. आप 1 मार्क दे के उनको पास करेंगे तो आपके जैसा एक टीचर बना दूंगा उनको. I thought, he's telling, no, lawyer is not a big ambition. He said, no, not a big ambition like becoming a lawyer. Society is changing. We should attribute a lot of this change on how media is projecting teachers as. Unfortunately, teachers as an organized community have never resisted that. We never protested that why the media is depicting teachers in such a bad shape. In every comedy scene, you see the teacher involved. Teacher is treated more as a comedy piece rather than somebody who should be the protagonist and who should be the role model for the society. Teachers are being ill-treated, humiliated, embarrassed by all these kind of media depictions of teachers. It's a real serious concern, and especially the days we are now. Currently, what I see challenges to the teaching profession is, one is privatization. Privatization of education is killing this profession. Students no longer see a teacher as a teacher. They see a teacher as a service provider. We have seen in a law university, we have seen many students going and filing cases in the Consumer Protection Court against teachers for deficiency of service. Is there any Sanskrit sloga for this? The kind of situation we are living in. It's a very, very sad thing that students have started looking at teachers as service providers. Privatization is a big thing. So privatization brings in a lot of entrepreneurs investing in the field of education, and as investors, their concern is not building the nation, but then return on investment. They are not here. Like public schools, we work for everyone, as madam said, send any blueberry, we will try and make them A++. But then in private universities, but still I do not know that there is a craze for private universities, and they are not actually contributing to building nation, but then their focus is on getting return on their investment. And therefore, you see commercialization of education happening, and in that process, teachers are getting lost of their status and value. So they have now become more service providers. The second important challenge that is facing the teaching profession today is the advancement of information technology. Nidhi madam was talking about artificial intelligence in learning process. This has reduced the role of teachers from the perspective of students. I'm not telling it from the perspective of a teacher, because somebody has to still teach AI to them. But for the student, AI can now teach anything. Technology, when I was a student, I was regularly attending my classes because I never had access to any other forms of knowledge. I had to be in the class to listen, understand what is this information is all about. I will ask questions, teacher will clarify, I will give him a hypothetical situation, he will apply that knowledge, and then he was converting that knowledge to experience to wisdom. That is how wise we became when we were students. Today, knowledge is available on the click of a mouse. Now there is no need of a mouse also. You have your phones and the apps. Yes, you just touch, you don't need to even click. You touch, you get all the information. There are people now, the younger generation have even, started speaking to get information, and it immediately gives you information. So today information is freely available, but unfortunately these younger children, they think information is everything. It's a misconception that we need to, as teachers, we need to tell our students that information is not knowledge. There is huge difference between information and knowledge. And there is huge gap between information and wisdom. And that can only come from people with experience. It can come only by people applying that information and making it a knowledge worth learning. So the biggest challenge is technology. Now the third biggest challenge is the generation of students that who are there in our classrooms today. They very nicely call them Gen Z. These Gen Z kids, they are a nightmare to everybody. Like my university is a residential university. So all of the students, 100% of students stay on campus. So for me, day, night, there is nothing. Right? And these Gen Z kids are a nocturnal species. They don't sleep at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And they don't allow others also to sleep. One day at 2 a.m., I saw the registrar with my registrar walking with sports shoes. I said, it's 2 a.m. He said, sir, shoe nahi utarta. I sleep with shoes only. I don't know when what will come. So I don't have time even to buckle up my shoes. Better I'll sleep with shoes. This generation is a very, very difficult generation to handle. Teachers, as teachers, now we need to I don't know, the expectations are changing. There are philosophers telling that, come on, stop teaching. You are no more teachers, you are academic facilitators. So there is a movement to abolish this name called teachers. Sometime, I think we will have to name as academic facilitators, because now, again, these are all philosophical movements happening where they say that education should no more be teacher-centric. It was teacher-centric. And that was not a bad idea. We all did not become bad people, and we are not spending time in jail. We are all still driving this nation. But I do not know what is wrong in being a teacher-centric education system. And today they say it should be learner-centric. Good, let it be learner-centric. Then what is the role of a teacher in a learner-centric ecosystem? So they will learn, you only sit and see, right? So this job, a robo can do it. Now we have, like online examinations, it's called proctored examination. So somebody is sitting somewhere remotely and proctoring whether you are writing the examination fairly or you are involved in cheating. I do not know. We are in a dilemma. Where do we go? As academic administrator, I think the Honorable Vice Chancellor M. Upadhyay will agree. It's a big challenge that we face on campuses today. That where do we take the generation ahead? This new generation of students, they feel that you will have to only listen to them. They think that they know more. I do not know about others. I am talking about, I have a very limited experience of working only in the law schools and law universities. So when I say student, I mean the law students, not sure about English students, how English students behave. Madam can say. This, I think the problem, one more problem is that even when we buy a wall clock for 100 rupees, it comes with an instruction manual. But when a child comes into the family, there is no manual. Parents do not know how to operate this child. Child is not given a manual of handling the parents, so they do not know. I think there is a huge gap in this field. I think if AMA can do something on coming out with a parenting guide, especially for Gen Z kids. This is something which we face as academic administrators every day. So there are so many reasons for this problem. One is the population policy of the government. First they said 2 is enough. Then they said 1 is enough. Now they are telling already we are 2, why do we need 1? Right? And now in legal circles we keep, most of our PhD scholars are doing research on live-in relationship. They don't even want to get married. I do not know, as a society, where are we moving? These are real challenges which is affecting our classrooms, affecting our teachers every day, sir. Especially when Madam said, when children come from broken families, when children come from single parents. Today, the one common word that I keep hearing from morning 10 to evening 6, 8 in the night is mental health issue. The teacher is giving an assignment and telling that, submit it on Friday. Now, what about my mental health? Right? Anxiety, stress, panic attack. I do not know. There are many words which are not there in the dictionary now. These Gen Z kids keep inventing words. As a result of this population policy and having less number of children at home, parents have become more like helicopter parents. There are only one child in the entire family. For the grandfather, there is only one grandchild. For the grandmother, only one grandchild on both the sides. Father, mother, only one child. So the entire attention is on that child. And a child growing in that kind of pampered environment, it expects the same in the classroom. And I don't have one child, I have 60 of them in the class. How can I be a helicopter teacher? Right? And anything I tell my student in the class, by the time I return to my office, mother calls me. आपने क्या क्या बोला ना मेरे बच्चे को? I said, just now I met her. If there is any problem, ask her to meet me. नहीं मुझे पहले बता दीजिए आप क्यों ऐसा बात करें? No, I told her, madam, that she has to stand on her own legs. And you are doing quite opposite. As a law student, if she can't address her own problems, how is she going to fight for injustice which is happening to somebody else? Don't spoil her. I'm here. I will wait till she comes. Even if she has some other important work, you please send her. So it becomes very difficult to handle parents now. One student, suddenly he comes out of the hostel at 3 o'clock, he wants to leave, guard stops him, he pushes the guard, runs to the main gate. By the time he called the main gate is locked, so he banged the gate, it did not open. Next, he just went outside the gate and then jumped the boundary wall and disappeared in darkness. So that's why I said we don't sleep at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Then immediately we were warned. A boy ran away. I said, first inform the parents. They should know. Meanwhile, let's search for him. Right? So no teacher education school teaches all these things, madam. No B.Ed school, no M.Ed school teaches all these things. We learn by experience. Next day, so the father was informed at 3 a.m. by the warden. Next day, the father comes to my office, banging the door. He says, what do you think a father staying 2,000 kilometers away will do at 3 a.m.? I said, what happened? Right? Why do you first of all call me at 3 a.m.? What if your son goes missing and if I would not have called you, how would have you reacted? He said, if you can't handle a student leaving the campus at 3 a.m., shut down this university. I said, you can't handle one son at a home. And you are talking to a person who is handling 1,200 of them here. Right? So as a parent, parenting needs some guidelines, sir, some kind of manual on educating them. I think this is where all of us can work together, and you need to develop, because these Gen Z kids, when they come out of the universities and colleges, they are going to be a big challenge as a workforce to all organizations. Already, yes, many of them have entered. So there is an imminent need that we need to prepare our teachers first on handling Gen Z. And I'm not sure of the Gen Alpha, which is there in the schools. By the time they come, I think we should come out with a manual on handling Alpha, Gen Alpha, right? So I think as a management association, sir, please do something. Help universities to come out with a manual, a SOP on handling Gen Z kids in the classroom, which we can help all the teachers with such a manual. Do some regular programs like this instead of celebrating this only on Teachers' Day. Let's meet more frequently, discuss about common issues being faced by teachers so that we can try and regain that status of a noble profession again, which is currently becoming, which is under threat and challenge. So with these few words, I once again wish all of you a very happy Teachers' Day. I wish the awardees, Mr. Maheshkumar Thakkar and Ms. Nidhi Trivedi, all the very best. Thanks to all the jury for doing a rigorous task of interviewing and screening all those 200 plus applications and then finally selecting them. I also wish that you should increase the number also, sir. Why only 2? Is there any population policy that in Ahmedabad there cannot be more than 2 Shreshtha Shikshaks? So let's increase it, sir. I think next year, think of increasing more number of awardees. So if there are any concerns, let us know. We will also contribute in recognizing more and more Shreshtha Shikshaks. So thank you so much, AMA, for recognizing me and giving me this wonderful opportunity of being with all of you, spending the nice evening talking about teachers and the teaching profession. It's very, very important. And I feel that as a management association, we can do a lot in terms of building capacity in our teachers. Because as I said, teachers' role is no more confined to only classroom teaching. So we will have to manage a lot of things. Like now, I think after my retirement, I'll be able to run a mess. I'll be able to run a hostel, a PG. I'll be able to maintain security guards. I will be able to do a wonderful housekeeping. Yes, sir. I'll be able to provide all technology services. All these things, unfortunately, there is no training platform for teachers. So, yes, so we need to learn on ourselves by trial and error. These are the areas where AMA can get in and fill the gap by building capacity in academic administrators. Like this is the proposal that I gave to the Niti Aayog. A member of the Niti Aayog was in our campus on Saturday. I said that, sir, as teachers are one day suddenly they become vice chancellors, and we are clueless on running an administration of such a large scale. We are, it's a big turnover of hundreds of crores of rupees. We are regularly spending and earning, but then we were not trained in handling this kind of money. Like, I've never seen how many zeros will be there in a crore, sir, right? But then, we are signing checks, we are investing, and then we are doing and all these things. So therefore, these are the areas where you can do some programs on academic administrators to create a succession plan. We are incorrigible, sir. Me and Amy madam, we are not subject to training. We have reached a level that nobody in earth can train us, right? But you should focus on people who are aspiring to be vice chancellors, aspiring to be registrars, and then build capacity in them on academic administration, because not every vice chancellor is from a management institute who had studied the principles of management from an academic perspective or with a point. So this is something which AMA can really do by building capacity in preparing the future academic administrators so that they will run the universities the way it had to be run. And it's wonderful that you thought of me. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Professor Sanjeevi Shanthakumar. And now, we come to the most awaited part of this evening, the award ceremony. It is my privilege to invite the award winner from Gujarati Medium School, Mr. Maheshkumar Thakkar from Anupam Primary School No. 1, Thaltej.
ખુશ્બુ સરોજ. એના મમ્મી આપણે બિલકુલ બંગલામાં અત્યારે આજે પણ કચરા પોતા કરે. એના મમ્મી એવું કહે કે મારી દીકરીના કારણે હું જ્યાં કચરા પોતા કરવા જાઉં છું એ લોકો મને એટલું સન્માન આપે છે કે હું રડી પડું છું. એક સેવા અવસ્થીમાંથી, એક ઝૂંપડપટ્ટીમાંથી જ્યારે દીકરીઓ નીકળતી હતી 10 વર્ષ પહેલાં, શોર્ટ્સ પહેરીને નીકળતી હતી, ત્યારે એના મા બાપને આજુબાજુના લોકો એમ કહેતા કે તમે આ દીકરીને ક્યાં મોકલો છો? આ તો પરદેશ જશે તો કોઈ એને વેચી દેશે. અને ત્યારે એના પેરેન્ટ્સે મારો પર એટલો બધો ભરોસો મૂક્યો કે એ દીકરીઓને મેં દરરોજ 4 કલાક ફૂટબોલની ટ્રેનિંગ આપી 10 વર્ષ સુધી. અને આજે આ પરિણામ છે કે બિફોર વીક સ્પોર્ટ્સ જર્નલિસ્ટ એસોસિએશન છે, એણે એક પ્રોગ્રામ કર્યો હતો કર્ણાવતી ક્લબમાં, અને એમાં અમારી આ ખુશ્બુ સરોજને બોલાવેલી એ લોકોએ, અને એનું સન્માન કર્યું. ભાવનગરથી સ્પેશિયલ લેવા મૂકવા માટે મૂકી, અને એ દીકરીએ આજે એટલી ઊંચાઈ હાસિલ કરી છે, પણ એ પ્રાથમિક શાળાને ભૂલી નથી. અને એ ફૂટબોલ પ્લેયર્સ, અમારી જે કોલેજમાં છોકરીઓ છે અને હાઈસ્કૂલમાં જે છોકરીઓ છે, એ અમારી 3જા ધોરણથી માંડીને 8મા ધોરણની દીકરીઓને દરરોજ કોચિંગ આપે છે સાહેબ. એની સાથે માં જેવી રીતે અમારા કોચ છે લલિતા મેમ, માની જેમ એને મદદ કરે છે. અને આ તમામ સંસ્કાર જે છે એ અમને જ્યાંથી મળ્યા મારી માં.
I would request Professor Sanjeevi Shanthakumar to present the award to Sir. And I would also request to present the citation to Ami ma'am. I kindly request Savan sir to present the check.
હવે હું અંગ્રેજી માધ્યમના શિક્ષક શ્રી નિધિ ત્રિવેદીને મંચ ઉપર આમંત્રિત કરું છું, જેઓ ઝેબર સ્કૂલમાં પોતાની ફરજ બજાવે છે. અમી મેમ તેમને એવોર્ડ આપીને સન્માનિત કરશે. સંજીવ સર સાઇટેશન આપી અને સાવંત સર એમને ચેક અર્પણ કરશે.
Shri Ramanbhai Patel AMA Shreshtha Shikshak Award for the year 2024 to Mr. Maheshkumar Thakkar, Anupam Primary Shala number 1, Thaltej, Ahmedabad, for his 36 years of dedicated service in education, nurturing students through sports, science, arts, and cultural activities. By recognizing individual potential, he has guided students to excel at district, state, and international platforms. His constant support, academic, personal, and financial, reflects his selfless commitment. By cultivating an engaging, creative learning environment, He inspires students to understand concepts and motivates them to devise their own solutions to problems. Shri Ramanbhai Patel AME Shreshtha Shikshak Award for the year 2024 to Ms. Nidhi Trivedi, ZEBAR School for Children, Thaltej, Ahmedabad, for her innovative approach to teaching, inspiring students through projects, fest, and national platforms. Her guidance has fostered creativity, sustainable development goals, linked learning and pioneering initiatives like the Cyber Security Club. During the pandemic, she ensured continuity through AI-driven and adaptive teaching methods. Her dedication has profoundly enriched her students' journey and future aspirations. Her dedication to informative and effective education has profoundly enriched the education experience, leaving an enduring mark on her students.
મહેશભાઈ અને નિધિજીને ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન. આ વર્ષમાં આવેલા તમામ નામાંકનોમાં બંને શિક્ષકોનું કામ અને તેમની શિક્ષણની પદ્ધતિ હતી તે અનોખી હતી. તેથી તેમને શ્રેષ્ઠ શિક્ષક એવોર્ડ 2024થી સન્માનિત કરવામાં આવ્યા છે. અને જેમ સરે વાત કરી કે બાકીના શિક્ષકો પણ શિક્ષક એટલે શ્રેષ્ઠ, એટલા માટે હું બાકીના જેટલા પણ નામાંકનો આવ્યા છે એ દરેકને તાળીઓથી સન્માનિત કરું છું. અને હું ઈચ્છીશ કે આનાથી પ્રેરણા લઈને બાકીના બીજા શિક્ષકો જેમને આ વર્ષે નામાંકન નથી કરાવ્યું એ નામાંકન કરાવે અને જ્યુરી મેમ્બરનું કામ વધારે. હવે હું સાવંત સરને આમંત્રિત કરીશ કે તેઓ કાર્યક્રમને આગળ વધારે અને એએમએના સિનિયર ટ્રેનરોને પરિચય આપે. આજે શિક્ષક દિનના પૂર્વ ઉજવણીના ભાગરૂપે આપણે તેમનું પણ સન્માન કરીશું.
થેન્ક યુ વરુણ એન્ડ જલ્દી. Congratulations Maheshbhai, congratulations નિધિબેન. આઈ થિંક ધીસ ઇઝ એબ્સોલ્યુટલી ઇન્સ્પાયરિંગ. તમે કામ કરી રહ્યા છો, લોકોએ વિડીયો જોયું, એન્ડ દેન પ્લીઝ કીપ ડુઈંગ ઇન્સ્પાયરિંગ. I was saying it's not about inspiring only the students, it's about inspiring the teachers, it's about inspiring the parents, it's about inspiring the society. So once again, congratulations and thank you so much. As we have a tradition, AMA we have so many faculties who come to AMA. We do almost 700 program કરતા હોઈશું વર્ષમાં. લગભગ એક વર્ષના 700 જેવા પ્રોગ્રામ થતા હોય, અને then there's lot of faculties, but we have few and many faculties who are with us for so many years, and few of them are with us for so many years. અને આજે એવા અમારા 4 બહુ જ પ્રિય as well as બહુ જ વર્ષો જૂના અમારા ફેકલ્ટી મેમ્બર્સને અમે ફેલિસિટેટ કરીશું. So I will introduce them one after another. Shri Hirenbhai Vakil. Hirenbhai is associated with AMA for over 25 years, long-standing faculty sharing his expertise in human resource. He is a HRD man. Hirenbhai, આપ ઉપર આવી શકો છો. And his dedication to nurturing professionals through AMA initiative has empowered numerous individuals to achieve their full potential. It may be a good idea if we have a list of their students also somewhere, or we start capturing. It will be hundreds, it may be thousands, right? Thousands and thousands. Yeah, and most of the today's faculties would have so many students that would have undergone training on that. So please, we can request the chief guest and guest on honor to felicitate our Hirenbhai Vakil. Bala sir, Professor G. Balasachandran, associated with AMA again for 25 years. Sir, if you can come here. He is our train the trainer man. So he handles the flagship Train the Trainers program. His commitment has empowered numerous trainers. So we are going even beyond students to achieve their full potential, and his books have enriched the literary landscape and serve as invaluable resources for aspiring professionals. We again thank Bala sir for all your contribution to AMA. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Rangaswamy, sir. Mr. Achal Rangaswamy, again associated with us for 25 years. We can only say that we are absolutely blessed to have such senior trainers with us for more than 25 years. And Achal sir is a distinguished faculty disseminating knowledge in sales and marketing. He is the sales and marketing man and has empowered so many students. Again, all of them have thousands of students with AMA. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. And finally, Miss Manisha Ben Thakkar. She's with us 10 years. She's our exim star teacher, star trainer. Contributed her profound insights on international trade, exports and logistics. And so many students again that would have benefited with Manisha Ben.
So much and just a second.
Yeah.
आज 4 faculty members दिए मैंने 4 लगा दिया.
Certainly. And as I said, I used the word we are blessed about it. So thank you, sir. You can be seated. Now we are at the end of the program, and certainly a lot of insights from Professor Ami ma'am, Professor Shanthakumar sir. Certainly, of course, Gen Z is the new difficulty which for sure is there for everybody. And sir, I'll take maybe 30 seconds more. But in my real world, in an organization that I was a partner at Deloitte, and we would have these new boys, just freshers, who know that there's a deadline to submit a report this afternoon or this evening at 5:30. I search for them, where are you, where is the report? Not on my table. 4 o'clock, they would be playing table tennis. And least I have to do is go and play a game with them, pull them back. I cannot say come down, that's the new world, that's a real world. I play the game and they feel, okay, now we are all in sync. And they'll say, in half an hour, you'll get all the reports on your table. But that's the new Gen Z world. And then imagine a law student in Gen Z. I can only understand the pain. And of course, the English now, the problem is not about the English. The problem is with the Oxfords of the world. Their dictionaries are going to become redundant with the new Gen Zs creating new words every day. So thank you once again, sir and madam, for coming. Your speech has been absolutely insightful, and we certainly look at AMA to do something worthwhile with your organizations. To the teachers, the awardees, but all the teachers, we can only be thankful. The whole society can only be thankful and grateful to you for all that you are doing, which is the future of India, the nation building exercise. That's what is in your hands. Over to you for the final words in Gujarati and English maybe.
થેન્ક યુ સર. એએમએના સર્વે ટ્રેનરોનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. એએમએ અત્યારે જે મુકામ પર ઊભું છે એમાં આ ટ્રેનરોનો ખૂબ જ મોટો ફાળો રહ્યો છે, તો ફરી એકવાર આપણે એમને વધાવી લઈએ. એવું કહેવાય છે કે वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना ना हो मुमकिन उसे एक खूबसूरत मोड़ देकर छोड़ना अच्छा. એવું નથી કે આજના કાર્યક્રમને એક અંજામ લાવી નથી શકતા અમે, પણ અમે ઈચ્છીએ છીએ કે આને ખૂબસૂરત મોડ ઉપર લાવીને છોડીએ. જ્યારે તમે ફરી વસ્તુ યાદ કરો ત્યારે એક ખૂબસૂરત પળો તમને મગજમાં આવે. એવી જ વસ્તુ જ્યારે તમે નાના બાળકો હતા અને તમારા શાળાના મિત્રો અથવા શાળાના શિક્ષકો યાદ આવે છે, ના કે તમારી શાળાની માર્કશીટો. અને આ જ ખૂબસૂરત મોડ આપવા માટે હું એએમએના એક્ઝિક્યુટિવ ડાયરેક્ટર ઉન્મેશ દીક્ષિતને આમંત્રિત કરું છું.
ખૂબસૂરત મોડનું નામ છે વોટ ઓફ થેન્ક્સ. અને બાય ધેટ અનાઉન્સમેન્ટ કે નીચે આઈસ્ક્રીમ રેડી છે. We are 7-8 minutes early than the scheduled time, but 7-8 minutes we will capture the photographs over here of all the award-winning teachers and the trainers. Thank you very much, all the trainers, all the speakers, all board members who have been here. Thank you very much, Chief Guest and Guest of Honor. There is a combination. I wanted to be into a legal profession, but legally I was not allowed. અને મેડમ હું ઇંગ્લિશ પાસ છું અને બહુ જ વહેલો એડમિનિસ્ટ્રેટર બની ગયો, એકેડેમિશિયન ભૂલાઈ ગયું. Anyway, thank you, Bala sir, Hiren sir, Achal sir, Manisha ma'am, all the trainers, all the speakers, past President Radia sir, jury member Pratiksha ma'am, Narendra sir, and the backbone of this event, let us all clap for them, Parth, Pooja, Himani, they are all here. પાર્થે ના પાડી છે, પણ હું એના વિશે એક વાક્ય કહીશ કે એણે કહ્યું હતું કે સર લગભગ 180થી 200 જો પ્રોફાઇલ્સ આવશે તો જ આપણે એવોર્ડ સેરેમની કરીશું, અધરવાઇઝ હું બોર્ડને જઈને કહી દઈશ કે આપણે એવોર્ડ સેરેમની નહીં કરીએ બિકોઝ સારા ટીચર્સ નથી મળતા. સો પાર્થે એ મહેનત કરી છે અને સારી પ્રોફાઇલ્સ લાવ્યા છે અને પછી જ્યુરી મેમ્બર્સ આગળ વધ્યા છે. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ પાર્થ. વરુણ અને રિદ્ધિ એ લોકો બંને જણાએ મને કહી દીધું છે સર કાલે અમે નહીં આવીએ, કેમ કે આટલી બધી વાર એક સાથે શિક્ષકોની સામે એમને ઊભા રહેવાનો અનુભવ નહોતો, સામે પડવાનો હતો. તમારી લીવ કાલની અપ્રૂવ. Thank you very much everybody, one and all who have been present over here. Thanks to the Zydus group, Sujata ma'am, I will be remembering her, and all the principals of both the school, teachers of both the school. Ramesh bhai, તમારા પરિવાર અને બાળકો આપ સૌ અહીંયા AMM આવતા રહેજો. સોમા જન્મદિન નિમિત્તે આજે જ્યારે આપણે રમણભાઈને યાદ કરીએ છીએ ત્યારે ફરી પાછા 101મા વર્ષે કદાચ વી માઇટ મીટ ઓન ધ સેમ ડે, દેટ ઇઝ 5th of September, or maybe 2 days early or 2 days later, but the celebration will go on. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Thank you.